What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look today at Reilly Smith of what potentially may be formerly of the Vegas Golden Knights. Reilly Smith, a pretty solid forward. He's had an interesting NHL career. Drafted by the Dallas Stars, a part of the Tyler Seguin trade to Boston. Things didn't work out in Boston. He went to Florida, played fairly well there, went in the expansion draft to the Vegas Golden Knights, and has been there ever since. He's been a really good player. He's had his ups. He's had some downs as well, but he is going to be a very attractive option to teams in free agency this summer. What kind of dollar amount could he be looking at? What teams could he be potentially exploring to be moving to? We're going to go over that today. So Reilly Smith, a couple of interesting rumors here. So this is from Danny Webster. Reilly Smith is expected to be a hot commodity on the free agent market. I don't think that's too big of a surprise to anybody, but that's what we're hearing. This is also from Danny Webster. Clubs like the Sabres, the Detroit Red Wings, the New Jersey Devils, and the Ottawa Senators may be willing to spend big on Reilly Smith. So that makes things even more interesting, kind of thickening the plot there. And again, all these teams make sense. Teams either coming out of a rebuild or in a rebuild that have the salary cap space. But will Reilly Smith want those teams? Because again, they haven't been very successful, not playoff teams. Does Reilly Smith want to do that? I think we're looking at him potentially taking the bag here. So that's what we're looking at there. And I think that's where things kind of lie with the Vegas Golden Knights. Unfortunately, they're in a spot where they don't have the cap space to re-sign him. They're already in a deficit in terms of salary. They're probably going to have to shed some pretty big contracts. He did end the season on the LTIR. He was the alternate, one of the alternate captains for the Vegas Golden Knights. I think that is something to account for. He's 31 years old. He's making $5 million, so he's probably going to look for a raise. I could see him making potentially $7 million on the open market, and if there's bidders out there for him, makes it even more. It's like, yeah, he's probably going to go for something. Now, Vegas has no cap space right now, so even if they wanted to sign him today, they could not. They have no cap space for next season. And they have $16 million 2 years from now. That's how far you have to go for Vegas. So they are going to have to let Reilly Smith go. They just don't have the money. And again, it's $7 million. You're going to have to do a lot in order to keep Reilly Smith. And I just don't think that's part of the equation right now for Kelly McCrimmon and the Golden Knights. So if I had to make my pick, I'm going to go out on a limb here. But I'd have to say, I think Ottawa gets Kevin Fiala. Kevin Fiala goes to the Ottawa Senators, right? If Kevin Fiala goes to the Ottawa Senators, I think New Jersey gets Reilly Smith. I think they are looking at a time here where they could get Reilly Smith in free agency, bring in Jurov Slavkovsky, and this is a really good-looking group. I think that could be two really good additions to their team. Yes, the rumors of Johnny Gaudreau will be out there. Of course they will. But I think realistically, Slavkovsky and a guy potentially like Reilly Smith are really good additions there. I think you could see a guy like Johnny Gaudreau go to Philly. I think you could see Fiala potentially going to the Ottawa Senators. And I think that's where things kind of round out from there. I think Ottawa's looking at Giroux and Fiala. New Jersey, Slavkovsky, and Reilly Smith, and then Johnny Gaudreau to the Flyers. So the Eastern Conference, as big as they've been, they might be getting even bigger next season. And that's kind of my thoughts on that. Vegas is looking at a spot here where they could be losing Evgeny Dadonov, Matthias Janmark, and Laurent Brossoit all this summer because they just don't have the cap space. So Vegas is going to look very different next year with a healthy Jack Eichel and Robin Lehner if they decide not to trade him. Hopefully they don't. And a new bench boss. So I think Vegas is going to be very interesting. Kelly McCrimmon, we know, makes some very shrewd moves at times. But let's see what happens. I think this is going to be a very interesting hockey team next year. And again, one less guy in Reilly Smith. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. My final prediction, Reilly Smith to the New Jersey Devils, signing a 5-year, $7 million per year contract. $35 million for Reilly Smith, but I think it will be out there for him. A little bit shorter term as he's 31 already, but still takes him until he's 36, $7 million per year. Guys, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.